Now, I know the first two issues probably be considered a little slow. Not really, but some people might consider it. But when it comes to issue 3, woo! Like JR would say, business has just picked up. Support the comic book industry by visiting LCS. My name is Orin, this is SEO Comics. We continue our coverage of Mr.Terrific Year 1. Number 3. Our story starts off with Mr.Terrific holding one of his T-spears and he's trying to get himself out of the rubble. So I guess that demon dog from that last issue gave him some issues. Bars. So he gets himself out and he's selling the T-spears to do an analysis on the apocalypse energy that's here and it was at the watchtower. And they're like, it's similar, but it's not the same. You see, there was traces amounts of netherlight at the watchtower. Here is an abundance. So he tells T1 and T2 to stay with him. He tells T3 to go back to the watchtower and send an SOS as that demon dog is coming at him. As soon as they touch, all of a sudden they go to a portal and T3, I guess, is on his way back to the watchtower. So the Mr.Terrific's like, out of the frying pan. Then he's like, T1 and T2, scan location, where are we at? So they're like, you're at the place of eternity. And he's like, looks a little different since the last time I've been here, which was in Flash. $7.99. I had to read that issue, but you can. So all of a sudden, Demon Dog's all like being buddy with him. Mr.Terrific's like, oh, now you want to be friends? And he looks over and he sees all these parademons coming at him. And Demon Dog's like, I need your help. I'd rather deal with you than deal with all that. So then we go back to the past and we go to Prescott Towers where we see a security guard and he's eating a sandwich. When all of a sudden he's interrupted by a hologram of Dre. And Mr.Terrific says, I thought about calling Jeff. Talking about Black Lightning. But he said, nah, I'd rather have Dre help me. So the dude chases after Dre, which is a hologram, which he doesn't know. And then Mr.Terrific uses that opportunity to do what he does. So as he looks through the computer and he's figuring out the location of where the engine's at, he's thinking to himself that he always thought that what he was designing would be used for spies. He just never thought he'd be using it himself. So we cut to Lex Luthor. He's having dinner in Gateway City, and he's approached by Athena Prescott. And I guess these two go way back, like 4 flats on the Cadillac. I guess they was in grade school together. And she's pretty much like, I know you try to break in, like I got the ID of your girl. She's talking about Mercy. And Lex is like, I don't know what you are talking about. She was like, I know you're here trying to steal my Nexus engine. And again, Lex raises his eyebrows like, I'm just here eating dinner. And then she's like, and that's your tale. You raise your eyebrow, so now I know you're lying. Look, why don't you just go back to Metropolis and you deal with Big Blue? Let me handle things here. And the things I'm doing here is way out your scope. So if I do find out that you're trying to steal my stuff, I will sue you to oblivion and absorb your company. And then she just walks away, which you never see somebody just walk up to Lex Luthor and just dog him out like that. So yeah, they must go back. So the first thing Lex does is call Mercy. He's like, what's the status? And she's like, everything's going good here, as they're building their own Nexus engine in Gotham. So then we cut back to Prescott headquarters where we have the Colonel from the last issue, and he's suspicious of Michael Holt. So what's he do? He orders a hit squad to go to his house. And then Athena walks in and is like, is this necessary? He's like, he's hiding something. Like, I know he was the driver. I just need to find evidence. And she's like, that's fine. If you find it, great. If you don't, then you're going to drop it. You hear me, Mr. Cormorant? So as we're walking around his house, we see him actually wake up, yawn, go to the bathroom, get something to drink. And the hit squad is like right around the corner. He goes back to bed, it looks like. So the hit squad is like, well, he's here, but he didn't notice us. Then they go down to his garage and they see a car, but it's not the Camaro. So then Athena's like, I've seen enough. Drop it and leave it alone. And then Colonel's like, he's hiding somewhere. I know he is. So we cut back to Mr.Terrific. We see that thing at this house was a hologram. I mean, obviously. And as he's making his way to the Nexus engine, the cameras can't tell who's down there, but they do say that somebody's down there. And the Colonel's like, don't even hit the alarm. I'll take care of this myself. So there's a scientist and he's talking to Mercy and he's like, look, I did the numbers. You cannot turn this thing on. Like, it is dangerous. And she is not listening, and she just keeps walking. So she goes, you see this guy here? He is a foremost expert on letter light radiation. And he says everything's okay. And the scientist is like, you do not understand. I'm trying to tell you. I did the numbers. Thing is dangerous. He's like, let me at least go with you. And Mercy's like, no, there's only room for one. She gets into the helicopter. They turn on the machine. And that thing blows up as soon as she takes off. The helicopter is shaking, obviously, because, you know, of the blast. She's yelling, and we see the bat symbol in the background. So then we come back to Mr. Terrific, and he gets to the Nexus engine. He's like, I just want to see if it's Paula's design. And as soon as he gets there, he's like, yep, it sure is. All of a sudden, he hears a click, and somebody takes a shot at him. It's the Colonel. He walks over, he checks him. Mr. Terrific grabs his gun and trips him, and we see that the bullet hit the T-spear. So then the Colonel's like, shame about the little toy. Mr. Terrific goes, I got more. And the Colonel pulls out a beating stick. At least that's what I like to call him. Mr. Terrific pulls out a T-spear, and they go at it. And I'm not gonna lie, the Colonel beat his ass. I mean, beat his ass as he's trying to break open that helmet to find out who the hell he is, because he just knows this must be Michael Holt. I mean, he put it on Mr. Terrific. As we see, the visor is cracked. And I guess this issue was called Think of a Master Plan. Let me know in the comments what rapper said that. And the next issue is called Dark Knight. So we're about to get a Batman sighting.